Welcome. We're here for skills today. Let's get ready to start it. We are going to warm up today by chaining. So, come on. Okay, so for our chain today, I'm pretty sure you'll notice the pattern pretty quickly. But let's go ahead. We'll start with the word stopped. It already happened. Stopped. Good. So let's write the word stopped. Stopped. Good job. Now, from stopped to topped, what change am I making? I'm getting rid of the first sound. Good. Topped. Good job. From stopped to topped. From topped to hopped. Stopped to topped to hopped. Ooh, good job. Beginning sound change from t to hopped. Good job. Good job. Hopped. Excellent work. All right, from hopped to bopped. From hopped to bopped. So what's happening when I go from hopped to bopped? I'm changing the first sound again. Good. Hopped to bopped. Excellent. From bopped to shopped. From bopped to shopped. What sound change am I making? The beginning sound from bopped to shopped. Remember, it's not about the number of letters, it's about the sound. Because it's a sound chain, not a syllable chain. Sh, b, sh is one sound. Sh, the digraph. 2 letters, one brand new sound. Sorry. Listen. From shopped to shipped. Ooh. From shopped to shipped. What happened? I changed my vowel sound. Excellent. From shopped to shipped. From shopped to shipped. From shipped to ripped. Shipped to ripped. From sh to r. Ipped. Shipped to ripped. Ripped to chipped. Ripped to chipped. What am I doing? I'm still changing the beginning sounds. Good job. From r to ch. Ipped. Chipped. All right, good. Tell me, it's the last one, but I need you to tell me, what do you notice about this chain? What do you notice about this chain? Well, at first it was all rhyming, yes, but that doesn't apply to the whole chain. One thing that is the same for every single one of these words. Yes, they are all past tense verbs. They are all verbs showing things that have already happened in the past. Good. Also, do any of them end in the sound ed? Let's read it. Stopped, topped, hopped, bopped, shopped, shipped, ripped, chipped. No, they all have the ed spelling, but the sound I hear, none of these are 2-syllable words. The sound I hear is either d or t. I'm hearing d and t. Good. They also every single one of them has this double letter P spelling. Okay? They all have the double letter P spelling. And I'm going to explain to you right now why that happens. Because the vowel before it was stopped, right? Yeah, with just one P. What sound does this O make? Ah, good. So, if your last letter, if the vowel sound is short, little short sound, you have to double the last letter. That's where you get that double letter digraph. It's not stop. It's stopped. One sound. Same with opt. And then if we come down, and those are shopped, stop, hop, bop, shopped. All have the same one. But then we go to shipped, and where we may have gone from d to t, we still have double P's, correct? Yes, because it is the little short, tiny sound for that vowel. And so it's not strong enough to hold the ending. Therefore, we double up on that last letter. That's when you know to do that. That's when you do that, okay? If the vowel sound is short, right at the end, the vowel sound is short, then you double up. Don't worry, it's not the first and that's not the only time we'll see this. Trust me, I'll show it to you in a minute. It's in your spelling words. Which is why I'm making a point to, like, I know you've seen it before, but, I mean, it's like, well, why is that happening? Because we've seen that a few times in our reader, especially when we did 17.2 together last week. And it was like, well, why is it? And I noticed that some of us were having trouble sounding it out with that double letter. I'm like, well, no, it's not actually changing the sound. We're just making a digraph, 2 letters, 1 sound. Instead of it's just like in grinned. Like in grinned. All right, so let's practice. Oh, look, spoken into existence. Grinned. Yes, we together right now are going to sort some words based on the vowel sound, not the vowel sound, sorry, based on the sound spelling for the past tense maker. The past tense maker, it, it. It's always ed. In a regular verb being placed into the past tense, regular verb, there are irregulars, we're not worried about those right now. We're just focusing on building regular verbs in the past at the moment. The reason I don't focus too much on the future, because with the future you just add the word will in front of the word. So you will do your work. You will turn in some pictures this week. See how that worked out? But if you've already done it, these things have happened and you actually change the way the word is spelled and sometimes pronounced. Okay, so that's part of the reason I'm focusing on past tense so much. Because there's actually some, like, some building going on as opposed to adding stuff to the word. There's building of new layers. There's levels to this, Why am I so silly? I don't know. But let's go ahead and work on this page. Let me find my page, and so I'll be ready for you. Hold on. Okay, so yes, we have these words here, and they are all past tense verbs. What we are doing is we're completing 19.1. Did I stall long enough for you to get your book? I did? Oh, good. Okay, so we're completing 19.1 together. I mean, unless you want to do it by yourself. You don't? Okay, good. I thought this would be a good thing for us to practice together. So here we are. And our ending sound, remember those slashes mean that's the sound, is ed, d, and t. So we are going to sort the words based on the ending sound. It even has given us space to write the ending sound at the end of each word. Isn't that nice? That's so nice. All right, so the first word given is started. So anytime it's a 2-syllable situation, that's because the sound of that E, the E sound is being made, introducing another vowel, which introduces another syllable. So, started, we started our work, ends in the sound ed. So let's go ahead and write started, trace over, started. Started, good. Okay, the next word. Grinned, grinned, grinned. Good. Say grinned. What's the last sound you said in grinned? It was the sound, not the letter, the sound. D. Good job. So therefore, we're going to categorize grinned with the sound D. Grinned. All right, the next one they've given us is helped. Helped. The next one they've given us is helped. What sound do we hear at the end of the word helped? I'm still listening. I'm also thinking while I'm teaching. I'm thinking and teaching and listening all at the same time because I want to make sure that I'm giving you the best support you need. And I just had an idea that we're going to incorporate into this that I think is going to be really beneficial for us, okay? All right, so started, grinned. Grinned. Notice grinned has that double letter Look at our sounds. G, ind. Grinned. G, ind. Grin. Go ahead, underline those sounds and grin. Yeah, no, I wanted you to do that. Underline the sounds and grin like I did. Notice, right before the grin is the little teeny tiny It even sounds like it needs help. Help me, it's heavy. The ending is heavy. The grinned, we have to double that last letter, that at the end. Grinned. Good job. I know I spent a lot of time there, but I want y'all to be able to get like really good, this like decoding and encoding, bruh. The whole world opens up once this becomes easy, okay? Now, the next word is helped. I hope that helped. No? Too lame? Okay, fine. But the last sound we hear when we say helped is the sound t, which means we put it under the category for the sound t. So, helped. Helped. Notice in helped, the there's two consonants behind it already. Don't need no more help. Help doesn't need any help. Help doesn't need any help. The LP is strong enough to hold the ending. All right, the next word. The next word is, can you read it to me? Oh, wait a second. Marched. Marched. So I already marched. What's the last sound you hear in marched? You hear the sound t. So right here between these two slashes, that's where you write the sound t, or the symbol to represent the sound t, which is the letter T. And then down here, we will write the word marched. Look, no matter what, it's still spelled ED. It's spelled ED. ED is the past tense maker. The past tense maker. That's why they call it that, because it's what you use to make a verb action have happened already. So, marched. We're going to put check marks before the words. I told you before, I don't like crossing them out because it's hard to read them. And what if we need them again somewhere? What if you spelled it wrong? What if you put marched? And you need to be able to be like, oh, that's the wrong R-controlled vowel spelling. This is R. R. It sounds like the letter R is saying its name. And that's the role it plays when it is with the letter A. All right, my next word. Ooh, they gave us a clue. This word has two syllables, which means we're going to hear this vowel make a sound, which will be the sound eh. So, something eh. So, it means we know it goes over here, but what's the word? Added. Added. We added. The past tense maker already happened. Added. So, here we'll indicate the sound. Ed and added without the dot goes right here. Now, in this instance, the word add is already spelled with a double D. So even though we would have needed the double, so because it's already spelled, so add is spelled, that's too sloppy. Sorry, guys. Hold on, that was too sloppy. Add is is already spelled with a double D. We don't need to add any more. Because these two D's, like that LP, the two consonants after the vowel, after the short vowel sound, is good. We don't need to add a third D. A third one would be two D sounds. That's just getting weird. No, we're not going to do that. Okay? So this is good. So added, we've done this already. Okay, the next word is, okay, so we do have the clue. It's not going to be ED because it's not a second syllable. It's not going to be the ed sound, so it's got to be a d or a t. We don't know which one yet because we haven't read the word. The word is seemed. It seemed like they understood me. I hope so. I really do. If you don't, you got to let me know, guys. I really want to do my best to help you, okay? All right, so it seemed. What's the last sound you hear in seemed? You hear the sound d. Go ahead and write that. Sound you hear. The sound, the spelling we use for that sound is seemed. Let's add that word right here. Seemed. What is the vowel sound? Only one vowel sound. What is the vowel sound in the word seemed? Ease. Eamed. Is that a short or a long E vowel says its name? It's a long vowel. So did I need to double the last letter? No. I just add the ED past tense maker and the word seemed is formed. Good. All right. Let's check it off. We did that. The next word. Okay, we know that there's two syllables because that's the printing trick that they're using to help us sound out and read these words. So let's clap it. Snorted. Snorted. I know, I told you what the answer was before we started. What's the answer? What does the ending sound like? Because it's not the last sound. The last sound is still d. Snorted, because it's ed. But it's that past tense maker having each letter sound be heard, and that snorted goes right here, which means the ending sound we actually hear. So that in that case, we're not writing the last sound, we're writing the second syllable. No, just my mind is blown. Fine, I'll be mind blown by myself. So snorted. Let's write snorted. So snorted does have the R controlled or in it. Snort. Ed. Snorted. Snorted. Good. Let's check it off. We have two more given and then the bonus round. I can be silly by myself. It's okay. You can just look at me like that. It's fine. The next word is wished. I wished y'all would be silly with me. So when I say the word wished, what's the last sound we hear in the word wished? The last sound we hear is the sound t. Wished. I wished you would be silly with me. Let's go ahead and write wished under the t sound. All right, so the sound is t. The spelling is still ed. We're still using the past tense maker to show things that were in the past. Wished. Short vowel followed by a digraph. What? Shh. Shh. There's already two consonants there. They're just glued, they're caked up together, making one sound. Wished. And the last one given? Rubbed. Rubbed. Say rubbed. Good job. Rubbed. Excellent. When we say rubbed, What's the last sound we hear in rubbed? It's the sound D. Good job. Rubbed has that double letter spelling because it is preceded with the, so right before, precede means right before. Preceded, right before it is the sound. So rubbed, we need to add the, there, okay. So you notice that a couple of these words, or at least one of these words we did is a spelling word, grinned. So what I want to do is I want to read the rest of your spelling words out to you, and you're going to tell me, first you're going to tell me that I forgot to do this, you're going to tell me where they belong. You're going to tell me where they belong. All right, so when I say the word parked, what's the last sound you hear in the word parked? T. Good. Grinned, we already did it. D. Excellent. Grinned also has the double letter spelling. What about sounded? Sounded. Out-ed. Sounded has two syllables, which means we hear the ed at the end. Sounded. Tripped. Tripped. What's the last sound in the word tripped? The last, matter of fact, we're going to write tripped down. I want us to write tripped down. Let me get a whole different color. We're going to write tripped down because tripped, the last sound we hear is tss. But look at tripped, okay? Tripped, in addition to having the t sound at the end, also has this double P. Because the vowel is I. I. The vowel sound is I, meaning we need to double up that last letter to strengthen it. Tripped. So tripped is a spelling word. Grinned is a spelling word. Good. Okay, yep, I'm filling up the rest of my space with spelling words. It's fine. All right? No, don't leave. What's this? It's already over with. What happened? I waved. Good. I waved. What's the last sound in waved? D. Good. Let's take a look at waved. We're going to write out waved. Yep, I'm filling up the space that's left with spelling words. I want to do this because waved has one of those busybody E's because this is part of here and part of here. It's doing two jobs. The silent magic ninja E is making A say its name. It's also working with the letter D to create the past tense. This is over. It's done with. Waved. Okay? So we said grinned is a spelling word. Waved is a spelling word. Tripped is a spelling word. And stop doing that. That's rude. What did I do that was rude? That was rude. Oh, I pointed? Huh? I pointed at you? Oh, my bad, stop that. That's not nice. So, pointed. Good job. Let's write point. Let's fill up our last space with pointed. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's half your spelling words, okay? I didn't have room for all of them, but I think, these were the ones I feel had the more complicated other sounds in it, and I just wanted to give us a little extra boost. So pointed, oi, ed. Pointed's got a lot of sounds. Oi, ed. That ed is actually still two separate sounds, but it's got two syllables. Pointed, oi, point, ed. Pointed. All right. So yes. Here is that completed with our bonus round. I don't know. I just always have been. It's okay. It'll be okay. All right, guys. So, yes, that is this portion of our assignment. I hope you got it because pretty sure I'm going to want a picture of it. Pretty sure. So let me stop for a second. Okay. I'll have to see your room to pause. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm going to get ready to show you what it is you're going to be responsible for today, which does include me previewing the story for today just a little bit for you guys, just so you have an idea of what to be expecting. Not my favorite critter, which we learned another word for animals, but they're important. All of them animals are important. They serve the purpose that they were designed to serve. And maybe if people didn't try to live every which where, which is one of the adaptations that make people the most unique of all animals. That might be a little bit biased. It might not be the most unique, but we are pretty crafty, I'll tell you. Okay. Alright, so today you will be reading a text titled Termites. I know, ew, oh my gosh, gross, termites, ah! So termites are an insect, and they look quite similar to ants in that all insects have like 3 body segments and 6 legs. It's kind of their, like, or I think most of them have 6 legs. There's some rule about insects and bugs and 6 legs. I don't remember the exact rule, but that's how it looks like an ant. Just to give you a heads up. Not my favorite, but you know, they're important too. Some of the words that you're going to see in today's text include the word stump, which is a part of a tree that remains in the ground after it has fallen or been cut down. You're also going to see the word spike, which is a sharply pointed object that, you know, pointing, not nice. Termite mound, a raised pile of dirt where termites live. So a termite mound could be seen as similar to an anthill. Told you they were related. Queen, a female termite that can have baby termites. Okay? Okay. So yes, a queen. We're gonna talk about just termites, how they live. Pay close attention to the adjectives used to describe termites in this story, including what they like to eat for food. Remember, so there will be nice descriptive words in here for you to pay attention to. Yay. And these questions I will not read aloud to you in the Nearpod, but any additional questions I have, I will read aloud. And I will be your partner in reading the text, so I'll read it one time, and then you can read it one time. I can go first, you can go first, whichever way you want to do it. The text is in our Green Fern Zoo books. You're also responsible for 22.7. You're going to fill in the blank with the verb, but they haven't given, each of these is past tense. Whether it says yesterday or not, these are all past tense, which means we need to add the past tense maker. They've given you the verb, but you have to add the past tense maker. And sometimes you got to double that last letter to be able to do so correctly. So I'm still debating on how I want you to format. And this is actually where you will turn in your picture. So it'll be these 5 sentences, right? Then it's going to ask you for a picture of the work that we did on 19.1. Here we go. I figured it out. But also, I'm going to put it where you're going to sort your spelling words based on that final sound. We already did half of them. So you only actually have to figure out 3 more of them because the 8th spelling word isn't in the past tense. It is your tricky word for the week, have. And the only reason that's still tricky is because you're not going to learn until Unit 5 a rule that will take have off the tricky word list. I love removing words from the tricky word list, guys. Alright, guys, but that is all I have for you today. I know it was a lot. It was a lot, right? Whew. Good lesson. Alright, guys, no, but for real, if you have any questions, let me know. And otherwise, I'll see you later. Bye.